Today, we're diving deep into the shadows of a really sophisticated scam that's been hitting people in Sri Lanka, and hitting them hard. We're not just talking about any old scam here. We're doing a full exposé on the XE impersonation scam. From our vantage point here at HackAware, we're going to take it apart piece by piece so you can see exactly how this thing works. So let's just start with a question that gets right to the heart of it all. How on earth does a scam manage to feel safe? Because you have to understand, this isn't just a simple trick. It's a system, a whole system, carefully engineered to make you lower your guard. It uses psychology, and honestly, that's what makes it so incredibly dangerous. You know, over the last few months, Sri Lanka's been hit by this wave of highly coordinated online scams. And these are not just random attacks. No. These are sophisticated operations that go to the trouble of impersonating huge international brands, all to create this powerful illusion of being the real deal. And that's where the danger really starts. This is where our team at HackAware got involved. We received a really detailed report from a victim of a platform that was pretending to be XE, the global currency company. The second we started looking at the evidence, we recognized the playbook immediately. This scam uses one of the most ruthless psychological models we've seen active today. And the human cost, it's just devastating. We've seen it firsthand. We have seen parents lose their entire life savings, money they put aside to build a better future for their kids. All of it just gone. And it's not just parents. We've seen young adults, people just starting out, watch years of their hard work and savings vanish in just a few days. The speed of it, the way it just wipes everything out, it's absolutely brutal. So let's just be crystal clear about this. The victims are not naive. They're not foolish. They are being targeted by a system that is meticulously engineered to feel safe, to feel professional, and to feel trustworthy, right from the very first hello. Okay, so let's really get into the anatomy of this trap. The scam's first weapon, it isn't greed, it isn't risk. It's something we all rely on every single day. Familiarity. And that's what makes it so unbelievably clever and so insidious. The whole operation kicks off in 3 initial stages. First, there's a really friendly, casual initial contact. Second, they hit you with the impersonation of a trusted brand. And third, there's this powerful confidence-building phase that is just designed to erase any doubt you might have. It all starts so innocently, with a simple message like this, usually on WhatsApp. The tone is friendly, the offer is easy, there's no pressure. It feels completely safe to reply. And once you do, you're passed on to a more professional handler, which makes the whole thing feel like a legitimate onboarding process. Next up, they introduce the platform itself. And this is where the psychological game really kicks into high gear. The fake site copies XE's colors, its branding, its layout. So, what do? You search XE online and you find a legitimate global company. Your brain automatically connects that trusted brand to this fake platform, and just like that, familiarity becomes their #1 weapon. The moment you log in for the first time, there's a welcome bonus of 30,000 rupees just sitting in your account. They frame it as starting capital. But it's not a promise, it's not real money. It's a number on a screen, designed specifically to lower your guard and make you feel like you've already won. It's a powerful trick. And this is the masterstroke. After you do a few small tasks using that bonus money, they encourage you to withdraw your small profit, maybe a couple thousand rupees. Now, when that money actually physically hits your real bank account, any skepticism you had just collapses. This right here is the scam's most powerful psychological anchor. It's the thing that makes it all feel completely 100% real. Okay, so once your trust is locked in, the scam shifts into its next phase, what we call the psychological engine. This is where they start using social proof and some really carefully engineered emotional triggers to escalate your commitment and pull you in even deeper. So you get added to a Telegram group that looks like it's buzzing with other successful users. People are sharing screenshots of their profits, offering encouragement, but it is all a stage. You are very likely the only real person in a room full of actors, all controlled by the scammers. Their goal? To make you feel like you belong, like you're part of something real. You're completely isolated, but you have no idea. And then that's even more personal. This is what we call private grooming. Other members from that group will start messaging you directly. They'll share their own stories, tell you how they were doubtful at first, but now they're succeeding. This builds a deeper, personal layer of trust, and it reinforces every single instruction the main handler gives you. It's targeted emotional conditioning, and it works incredibly well. Right when you're feeling comfortable, they ask you to make your first real deposit, and this is where they start reeling you in. You deposit 25,000 rupees, and bam, your balance instantly jumps by an extra 8,000. This feeling of generosity is a tool. It's designed to make you feel valued, to make you feel optimistic, and to get you excited to invest even more. Now, the absolute core of this scam is something we call the high-end conversion trap. A mandatory task suddenly appears, and it's designed to push your account balance into the negative. This, of course, triggers fear, but instantly your handler and the fake community jump in with hope and reassurance. You just need to make a new deposit to fix the problem, which brings a wave of relief. But you see what just happened? You've been pulled deeper into a vicious cycle of loss and recovery. From this point on, you're not chasing profit anymore, you're chasing recovery. You truly believe you are just one step away from getting all of your money back. And this leads directly to the final, absolutely devastating stage, the inevitable collapse. When you finally try to withdraw that big balance, all these new obstacles suddenly pop up. Security fees, verification charges, special taxes. Each one is framed as the absolute final step. They're exploiting your hope and your fear of losing everything you've already put in. They're just designed to squeeze every last rupee out of you. The second the scammers figure out you can't or won't deposit any more money, the end comes, and it is brutally fast. Your handlers, the people who guided you, who reassured you, they just go silent. The communication is completely cut off. It's like they were never there. And then the platform itself just vanishes. The XC-styled website goes offline. The Telegram group gets deleted. And in that instant, you realize the entire world you were in, the platform, the community, the profits, it was all nothing more than a carefully constructed stage. And you were the only one who didn't know it. So after tracing every single step of this operation, what's the crucial insight here? What can we really learn from this horrible model of fraud? Here are our key takeaways from the analysis. First, impersonating trusted brands turns our natural sense of familiarity into a weapon against us. Second, these kinds of sophisticated scams don't start with risk, they start with comfort. Third, emotional engineering, that cycle of fear, hope, and relief, is used to shape every single decision you make. And finally, even the most careful, responsible people can be manipulated when they're put under this kind of systematic psychological pressure. It's a really sobering thought. And this really leaves us with a critical question we all need to think about. If the very feeling of comfort and familiarity can be weaponized against us, how do we ever learn to recognize real danger and stay truly safe in a digital world that's built to feel easy and convenient? Awareness is always the first step. Thanks for joining us for this explainer. Stay sharp, stay safe, and stay hack-aware.